Years had passed since Chidi first returned to Akweze with only a few coins in his pocket and a wealth of hard-earned life lessons. His journey had taken him from hard labor abroad to rebuilding a village and establishing a legacy in Akweze. But one dream remained that he had yet to fulfill: creating a place he could call home, a house that would reflect not only his success but also his love for his roots. With the profits from his businesses, Chidi began planning the construction of his long-dreamed mansion in the village. He wanted it to stand as a testament to his journey and to symbolize that greatness could flourish even in a small village. He designed it himself, incorporating elements from both traditional and modern architecture, with spacious courtyards, lush gardens, and a large central hall where people could gather for celebrations and meetings. The mansion was built with the same interlocking bricks that his factory produced, a reminder of his humble beginnings. As the walls rose higher, word spread throughout Akweze and the neighboring villages. People admired the beauty and scale of the project, and Chidi's mansion became a symbol of hope, showing everyone that dreams could come true, even here. Villagers would gather daily to watch the progress, proud that one of their own had accomplished so much. When the mansion was finally completed, it was everything Chidi had envisioned: grand, yet grounded, elegant, yet welcoming. The walls were adorned with artwork and mementos that reminded him of his journey. Each room was thoughtfully designed to create a warm, inviting space, and he made sure there was plenty of room for family and visitors alike. He had built not just a home, but a place that could welcome the community, where friends and family could gather for years to come. During this time, Chidi's life took another beautiful turn. He met Adaora, a kind-hearted woman from a nearby village, whose intelligence and warmth instantly drew him in. She had been involved in community work, focusing on helping young girls access education. Chidi admired her dedication and compassion, and soon their shared values and vision for a better future blossomed into love. Chidi and Adaora's wedding was a celebration of the decade in Akweze. People from far and wide came to celebrate the union, and the village buzzed with excitement. The ceremony took place in the central hall of Chidi's mansion, where elders, children, friends, and family gathered. Together, Chidi and Adaora promised to continue serving their community, creating a life rooted in love, family, and purpose. Not long after their marriage, Chidi and Adaora welcomed their first child, a beautiful daughter named Amara, whose laughter filled the halls of the mansion. Soon, 2 more children followed, a boy named Kelechi and another daughter named Ifunanya. The mansion that Chidi had built became a lively, joyful home where the sounds of his children's laughter echoed through the rooms and gardens. Chidi embraced fatherhood with the same dedication he had given to every endeavor in his life. He taught his children about hard work, resilience, and the importance of community. He would take them to his brick factory, showing them how every brick told a story of strength and perseverance. When they grew older, he would bring them along to the vocational school, teaching them that true success was found in lifting others up. Adaora joined him in these lessons, instilling in the children a sense of compassion and responsibility. As Chidi's family grew, so did his commitment to Akweze. He continued to expand the vocational school, establishing new courses in agriculture, healthcare, and technology, ensuring that young people could acquire skills that would allow them to thrive without leaving their village. With Adaora by his side, he also set up scholarships for girls from rural areas, encouraging them to pursue their education and contribute to their communities. In the evenings, Chidi and Adaora would sit on the veranda of their mansion, watching their children play and listening to the soft rustling of the trees that surrounded their home. Chidi often thought back to the young man he had once been, leaving his village with hope and uncertainty, carrying the weight of his family's dreams on his shoulders. Now, he was at peace, surrounded by everything he had ever wanted and more. Chidi's mansion became more than just his family's home. It became a gathering place for the community, a place where meetings were held, celebrations took place, and young couples came to seek advice. The people of Akwaeze saw it as a symbol of what was possible and of a future built on dreams, hard work, and love. And as the years went by, Chidi's legacy continued to grow, not only through the businesses he had established or the mansion he had built, but through his children and the many lives he had touched. Amara, Kelechi, and Ifunanya grew up with a deep respect for their father's story and a commitment to continue his work in Akwaeze. They were proud to call Akwaeze home, and with their parents' guidance, they dreamed of new ways to give back to their village and continue the legacy of hope, resilience, and community. In the heart of Akwaeze, surrounded by the fields, homes, and roads he had helped build, Chidi found his dream fulfilled in the most meaningful way, in the smiles of his family, the strength of his community, and the knowledge that his life's work would carry on for generations. As Chidi's children grew older, each of them began to take on their own roles in the community. Amara, his eldest, had inherited her father's vision and her mother's compassion. She was passionate about education and, like Adaora, felt a strong calling to uplift young girls in Akwaeze. Amara began working closely with her mother, helping manage the scholarship fund and bringing new resources to the village school, teaching literacy and computer skills to the younger students. Kelechi, Chidi's only son, was fascinated by his father's brick factory and often followed Chidi to work, asking questions and observing every part of the business. Chidi saw in Kelechi the same spark he'd once had, the same determination and curiosity. Together, they worked on modernizing the factory, and Kelechi even introduced new eco-friendly methods of brick making. He dreamed of expanding the factory to other villages, providing employment and affordable housing across the region. Ifunanya, the youngest, had a natural gift for medicine and healing. Seeing the health challenges that often affected the village, she set her sights on becoming a doctor, a goal that her parents supported wholeheartedly. Chidi and Adaora established a fund to sponsor her education, and in the meantime, she volunteered at the local clinic. Ifunanya's ambition to serve her community reminded Chidi of his own journey. She had inherited his resilience and determination, but was driven by a deep compassion for others. One evening, as the family gathered on the mansion's veranda, Chidi looked out over the village, which had grown even more vibrant and prosperous since his return. Roads stretched far into neighboring towns. Children played outside new homes built with the bricks from his factory, and families gathered in the school and clinic his family had helped build. He felt an overwhelming sense of pride, not just in what he had accomplished, but in the lives his children were now leading. "Papa," Amara said, breaking his thoughts, "you've done so much for this village. How did you keep going, even when things were hard?" Chidi looked at each of his children, a warm smile spreading across his face. "I kept going because I believed that I could make a difference, no matter how small. It wasn't easy, but every struggle, every challenge was worth it to see this, our family, our village, thriving. I wanted each of you to know that home is where you make your impact, where you bring light and hope to others." Adaora nodded in agreement, holding his hand. "We both wanted you to see that true success isn't just in what you build or the wealth you gather, but in the lives you touch." The children nodded, each quietly absorbing the weight of their parents' words. They understood that the legacy Chidi and Adaora had built was more than just material wealth. It was a life of purpose, community, and love. They knew they would continue the work their parents had started, each in their own way. As the years went on, Chidi's mansion remained a gathering place, a home filled with laughter, learning, and support. His children carried forward his dreams and expanded his legacy. Amara eventually opened a new school in the village. Kelechi managed the factory and grew it into a regional enterprise. And Ifunanya fulfilled her dream of becoming a doctor, returning to Akwa to establish a full-fledged hospital that served not only her village but the entire region. Chidi and Adaora, now in their elder years, watched with joy as their children built upon their legacy. They were surrounded by grandchildren who listened eagerly to their stories of perseverance and who were already beginning to imagine their own ways to serve Akweze. One day, Chidi, now a wise elder in his village, gathered the young ones of Akweze in the mansion's central hall. He shared stories of his journey, of the time he'd left home with nothing, of the hardships he'd faced, and of his eventual return. He reminded them of the importance of patience, hard work, and community, encouraging them to dream big and to believe in their potential. "Remember," he told them, "no dream is too big, and no place is too small for greatness. Look around you, this village, this community, everything we have, we built together. And each of you can carry that torch forward." The young ones listened intently, inspired by Chidi's words and by the life he had led. For generations, his story would be told in Akwaeze, passed down as a tale of resilience, hope, and the power of returning to one's roots. In the end, Chidi's mansion was more than just a grand house. It was a symbol of his journey and a beacon of hope for the village. It reminded everyone that wealth lay not only in money or property, but in the strength of a united community and in the lives transformed by love, perseverance, and dreams that endured beyond a single lifetime. As Chidi aged gracefully in Akwaeze, his story became a lasting legacy of hope and resilience, passed down through the community. People remembered not only his wealth, but the values he lived by, values that continued to inspire future generations. Chidi's life teaches us several powerful lessons. Perseverance in the face of adversity. Chidi left his village with dreams and high hopes, only to face hardship abroad. His story reminds us that setbacks are part of the journey, and enduring them builds resilience, and wisdom. The importance of community. When Chidi returned, he didn't build wealth for himself alone. He poured his efforts into the community, lifting up his village and creating opportunities for others. Success is most fulfilling when shared with those around us. Legacy beyond material wealth. Chidi's wealth wasn't only in his mansion or businesses. His true legacy lay in the lives he touched, the opportunities he created, and the community he strengthened. Wealth fades, but the impact of one's actions endures. Family as a source of strength and purpose. Chidi's dreams were fueled by his desire to improve his family's and community's future. His story shows how family can provide purpose, grounding us and motivating us to do our best, empowering the next generation. By teaching his children and other young villagers, Chidi ensured his legacy would carry on. He showed that true leadership involves passing on knowledge and empowering others to lead in their own way. Roots and identity matter. Chidi never lost sight of where he came from. Even after facing hardship abroad, he returned to Akweze, bringing back all he had learned. His journey emphasizes that embracing one's roots can be a source of strength and pride. Chidi's story reminds us that success is not a destination. It's an ongoing journey of impact, generosity, and resilience. His life in Akweze stands as a beacon, proving that one person's dedication can transform an entire community and create a legacy that lasts beyond a lifetime. The story of Chidi offers powerful lessons, especially for anyone striving to make a lasting impact. Here's some advice inspired by his journey. Embrace patience in the pursuit of your dreams. Big dreams often come with big challenges, and real success takes time. Chidi expected to find success quickly, but his journey took decades. Stay patient and keep working steadily, even when progress feels slow. Give back to your community. Success is most meaningful when it lifts others. Instead of only focusing on personal gain, think about how your success can support your community. Giving back enriches your life and creates a ripple effect that multiplies your impact. Stay true to your roots. No matter how far life takes you, remember where you come from. Chidi's deep love for his village inspired him to return, invest, and build a legacy that honored his heritage. Embracing your roots can give you a sense of belonging and purpose. Focus on building a lasting legacy. True wealth isn't just about money or possessions. It's about the lives you touch and the legacy you leave. Chidi built businesses, homes, and schools, but his greatest accomplishment was empowering others to succeed. Aim to create something that endures. Value family and relationships. Chidi's journey shows that family is one of life's greatest motivations. Cherish your relationships, invest in them, and let them remind you of what truly matters. A strong family or community gives you support and purpose, especially in tough times. Mentor the next generation. Share your knowledge and experiences with those coming up after you. Chidi's mentorship and investment in his children and others helped sustain his work even after he was gone. The most powerful legacy you can leave is the wisdom you pass on. See hardships as lessons, not roadblocks. Challenges can shape you into a stronger, wiser person. Chidi faced many struggles, but he used them to grow. Learn from each setback and use it to move forward. Adversity can teach you resilience and build character if you let it. Chidi's story reminds us that real success is about more than personal achievement. It's about leaving a meaningful impact, nurturing relationships, and strengthening our roots. Keep these values in mind, and you'll build a legacy that lasts long after you're gone. If you enjoyed this true life folktale story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Here, we share powerful, real-life stories of resilience, dreams, and triumph that will move and motivate you. By subscribing, you'll never miss a new story, and you'll be part of a community that believes in the strength of the human spirit. Hit that subscribe button and join us for more unforgettable stories that prove anything is possible.